Hi there. So we're now at the end of October, and a little bit of a roundup of the show growing season. Um, I've had a very good year this year. Although September, in particular, was quite tricky with the new house move and back garden to refurb and what have you. But I've managed to get through that. The garden's not looking so good at the moment, the allotment, but needs must. The house has got to be priority. But um, having said that, a full day clearing up the garden will not it'll have that sorted in no time. So onto the stock leeks. My three best Yorkshire Giants, which is these three here, I've put back to seed. A little bit worrying is the pinking on the top of the barrel there. Basically what I've done, so the leeks itself, chopped it off, removed the roots, left about half an inch of the roots on, and what that does is, so I've chopped the top off. It'll continue growing up, and then throughout the course of the next 9 to 10 months, I'll strip this pot back slowly, and I'll keep repotting up. So these are in a 5 litre pot. So for comparison, the size of them still, after I've stripped quite a few flags off them, they're still quite big. You can get a good few soups out of these, but they're too precious to be cooking, what have you. So I've chopped the tops off, chopped the roots off, pot them back up, and what that'll do is they'll continue growing, and in about 6-7 months time they'll pop up a seed head on. And what you do then is, once you get a big head of grass, and I'll show you that next year once it happens, once you get a big head of grass, you take the little seedlings off, and then they become these little babies. So these ones here, I've actually bought them in. So these here on the left is the first year I've been growing leeks properly. So I've kept my best back, and I've had to buy them in once again. But hopefully next year, if these keep, I'll end up with some baby leeks like that. So fingers crossed. These ones here are Betty Blacks without the hole in the root plate. I managed to get two, so hopefully I can keep these back, and then they'll mimic the parents, and then we'll hopefully get some Betty Blacks without the hole in the root plate. And also these two on the right here, they had no hole in it, so they reached 21 inches by 6 inches to the button. It didn't have a hole in, so caused a bit of controversy and what have you. But some people don't believe it, like you can grow the giant without a hole in, but I did. So we'll see what comes there. So the leeks that I've got here, have been bought from Paul Rochester, a very good leek grower. He's got the world record for the heaviest leek, and he can grow the giant to 6 inches to the button to about 26 inches around. So very, very, very good leek grower. So that's how I've bought some giants off. I've also got some come from Jeff Mosscroft and another guy, I can't remember what his name is, but they're coming probably next week or the week after. And I'm getting some Cumbrian leeks, which are smaller than the giants, but they're for a class at the Pot Leek Society. So plenty more leeks going to be coming shortly. So chilies, I'm going to have a go over winter and some chilies. So they've died back now. Still got some nice chilies on. Some Lagas, Scotch bonnets, Caroline Reapers, and a couple other bits and bobs there. So I'll strip the dead growth off, and we'll have a go at growing some of them. A couple of the onions. I'm going to keep the onions, me three biggest onions back, and hopefully get some seed off them next year. So I grew some the £10 mark, so I'll keep the £10. So I'll get a quick look outside. As far as the dahlias go, the cover's now off. Well, it's actually snapped, but they need chopped back. But I'll show you that in another video. Have a quick look round. The plot's not looking the cleanest of plots, but as I say, a day's work and they'll be back up and tip top. So everything that's in the air pots, compost wise, will go into the compost bin. I'll reuse that next year. I've still got the odd onion left in there, but they'll probably be good for eating, to be honest. Plans for it here next year. I'm going to turn this into a solely airport, an airport tunnel. So we'll see what happens with that. A couple of jobs for over the winter. So that's the plan in there. Into the other leak tunnel. A quick look. So planning here, not much is going to change. I have actually still got a couple of leeks grown in there, which would be good for eating. So not much is going to change in here, other than strip it out, give it a good clean, get my soil tested, and only add what's necessary. So soil testing with growing leeks is very, very important. The reason being is because you don't want to just keep on adding nutrients to the soil, because you'll end up with lock up in your soil and you'll never grow anything in it again worthy of size. So conductivity is the main one, salts and what have you. So don't just hammer them with fertilizers thinking you're going to get bigger, better veg every year, because it doesn't happen. Your soil will only need a certain amount of NPK, so get your soil tested. So that's that. We'll go outside there. I've managed to get, so as you can see, it's a little bit of a tip, but it's a lot of it's still growing. I'm still getting some glads out, even though they need chopped back. Beetroot's still there, and kale for overwinter. So that's the overwinter bed. Carrots. So I'll give you a quick look at some of the carrots that I've got. So the tops have died back, but they're all still edible. All good eaters. So the ones that didn't make it for sure have just been pushed back in the two beds, and all good eaters. So yeah, as far as this year's went, I've had a good year. Plans for over the winter. So the two big dahlia beds, I'm gonna take this path away, this hedge away of raspberries, and I'm gonna move the path over and then make the gap between the two beds wider. And these two beds here will continue all the way up to this point here, which will give us more growing space for dahlias. I should get another 50 in here. That's a plan, and hopefully I'll grow 200 dahlias in this plot. With all that area there will be covered. In this area here, I'm taking out the veg. Reason being, to be honest, we don't really eat a lot of the veg that's grown in the plot, so it's a bit wasted. I'm gonna have a go growing an outdoor pumpkin, and a couple of other small pumpkins. So yeah, we'll see what happens next year. While we're on, I'll take you over to my new back garden, and I'll show you the growing plants, because I'm constructing a new greenhouse there. So I'll take you over there and have a look at that now. Alright, so we're now at my new house, and as you can see, I've erected a keder greenhouse in my back garden. The size that I've got is a 4 meter by 3 meter keder greenhouse, so it's quite a size. So I'll take you inside. With the keder, it takes quite a bit of good DIY skills to get it put up. I was considering doing a how-to video, but there's already a good one on YouTube already through a third party, through the keder greenhouse. So I'll put a link in the comments box below of how to build them if anyone wants to know. It's got a single sided bench in auto vent opener, but this year in total has took us about 14 hours, I would say, of construction. I've got the base to do yet, the concrete floor, sorry, but it is on a block work foundation, high density block, so it's not going to move anywhere. As I say, I'm just in the final stages of putting it up, but it should last a lifetime. What's going in there is the giant onions, and a couple of other bits and bobs. With it being at home, it's got electric in it, so it should lower the cost significantly of my gas, but
Some of you will know that electric's more expensive than gas. Ran from the house, so yeah, we'll see what it's like for comparison. And I've built a little shed there for the grow box to go in. That should be getting put up within the next week or so. So as I say, with the keder done nearly, should be done before the end of this weekend. I'll be starting at the plot again, and I'll get some decent videos kicked out, do what I'm doing over the winter. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.